To the inside, Ward, the outside, Ward passes, can he hold on? Yes! Johnson wobbles on the top of the tabletop.
I'm not sure Bale's going to have anything for him here. Bradshaw can taste blood. Bale is
for number one, the Knack-Knack Kid, Showtime, whatever you want to call him, Jeremy McGrath on his way to...
Damon Bradshaw in a white Yamaha, number 8, is your leader. He was your leader. Jeff Matasevich with a good drive on the inside carried Bradshaw all the way up to the bales. In fact, almost through the bales. He tried to put Bradshaw into orbit, and Bradshaw, not playing any of that game, got on the brake. But it was too late. The damage had already been done. Rider number 20, Jeff Matasevich, aboard that Kawasaki from La Habra Heights, California, had taken over the number 1 position. Now it's Damon Bradshaw's turn to follow. His turn to try to sort out the lines that belong to Matasevich and see if he can return the favor a little bit down the line.
He thought that Bradshaw railed him in the heat race. He comes back and evens the score in the main event, and now it's 50-50, and they can go out and settle it clean between them.
The rider parked on the side of the track kicking his motorcycle was Guy Cooper of Team Suzuki. Evidently Cooper having some kind of the changing of the guard.
I think it's remarkable that a 20-year-old kid and a 17-year-old kid are having this incredible battle for the lead here, while all the big names are back in the pack. Maybe it's a one-night fluke. Maybe it is, as you say, Larry, the changing of the guard. Let us not lose sight of the fact that these kids have a tremendous amount of experience. Supercross riders typically start racing motorcycles when they're 5 and 6 years old. So they've got a lot of track time, a lot of seat time under their belts. What they don't have a lot of is experience as the stars of the big show. They've been in stadiums, they've been before 66,000 people before, but always in the support class. Now, it's just these two kids for the biggest prize in Supercross racing. I think the winner will be the guy who stays cool under pressure.
And talk about pressure, did you see that move that Bradshaw tried to put on Matasevich and how Matasevich countered it? Bradshaw tried to put a wheel on the inside of that corner. Matasevich hit the brakes. They called what took place in the 125cc main event, an offensive and defensive riding situation. In this case, Matasevich trying to block Bradshaw. He doesn't want him to make the pass, obviously, and Bradshaw going everywhere he can, and look, there's the corner where they earlier almost collided. He does, Dave. He got the line out of that corner. He's got the drive. They're side by side. He'll have the inside going into this little camelback, and he did indeed make the pass. Bradshaw set that pass up at least 4 laps ago. An unbelievable situation for a rider this young. I don't know how he does it. Dave, let's go back and take a look at where Bradshaw set the pass up and actually made the pass.
It's almost the same as the near miss that he had a couple of laps before when he winged the rear wheel of Matasevich.
And the way it started, we had a barn burner in event number 1, and this one is nothing short of that. Jeff Stanton holding down the number 1 position, but look at this. Here comes Bradshaw on the inside. This is where all of the passing, what little there has been, has taken place. I said it takes an aggressive rider. Bradshaw is that. He got the line on the inside, and I think that Stanton just said, hey, I want no part of this kid tonight. I'm looking for gold. I'm looking for that golden camel. I'm looking for the number 1. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Damon Bradshaw had been the leader, and we thought without any competition. But Jean-Michel Bale, while we were away, came up through the pack, and Bale almost makes the pass. He almost got the wheel in front of Bradshaw and made the pass. As I started to say, he came up through the pack, made a couple of tremendous passes, and we're going to go back and take a look at them in just 1 second, but we want to be sure we don't miss any of the action between Bale and Bradshaw.
This is the critical section of the racetrack. Bale tries to make a move on Bradshaw, who really got to drive off that jump.
Is the most aggressive rider in the States, and I think he'd have taken him out right there. Here we go again. No, he comes up a little bit short. He is extremely fast in that section, Dave.
Begins to look a little ragged. There is the white. 1 lap to go. Under heavy pressure, Bradshaw starting to perhaps bobble just a little bit. He is really feeling the heat as they go into the peristyle for the final time.
Goes into the number 1 spot. Here comes Bradshaw right in. He hits Bale. Oh, a little bit of contact. Bradshaw took the lead back. We're sitting here wondering, where can he make the pass? And we just saw 2 of them inside of about 5 seconds. And this one is still not over. Side by side through the roughest part of the racetrack, and Bradshaw grabs a handful, comes out in front.
At him, because this is where most of the passing's been done. They're coming down to the checkered flag.
It's over now. It's all. No, look at Bradshaw. Bradshaw is off the motorcycle. I don't believe it. What a way to end the season. What a way. Stanton. There's Stanton going to work on Wolford. I should say he got the job done. Takes over the number 1. This. Oh, what What a move!
I tell you, he squared that corner off and shot by Jeff Ward. I mean, like a rocket. And Jeff Ward takes it back.
Jeff Ward right side by side. How did he get in there? I thought he was passed.
Well, Jeff really outbraked him coming into that first corner there and just took the line away from him. And now Bradshaw's chasing Ward now, Larry.
I've got to think Bradshaw relaxed just a little bit trying to set up for that jump. And Ward just wasn't giving up, not relaxing at all. Put the pressure on, made the pass. It was outstanding. But Bradshaw gathers himself, pounds through that rough section.
I think we have a good race on our hands here because Stanton has nothing to lose, Bradshaw has nothing to lose, and they're going to be going for it.
Well, Stanton is riding remarkably well, considering just a few weeks ago he seriously injured his shoulder in Pontiac, Michigan. You wonder if he can keep it up. Stanton is riding his race. He's taking his good lines, and he's going to let Bradshaw make his move wherever he can, but he's not going to give him an opening by trying to protect that #1 spot and maybe altering his racing lines.
Well, he for sure is going to be looking back.
He's a bull.
And he doesn't give you any room at all. I'll tell you what, I know about that.
That's what I was going to say. Oh, and Stanton makes a mistake. Stanton made a mistake through that rough section. He almost lost it there. He almost lost the lead.
He just about did, but I'll tell you what, we got to, Bradshaw's going to be charging in here. He's going to be looking for the line, but Stanton's going to be holding. Here we go. Bradshaw's coming after him.
See, there he tried, but there just wasn't enough room, and he knew better than to get any closer to Stanton. Now he tries to jump him on that triple jump. Out jump him. He's got the inside line. Is he going to do it? Stanton's around the outside and rails it. Bradshaw has taken over the #1 position. Stanton charges back. Look at this.
Right to the inside. Took his line away.
And now Stanton regains the lead, but Bradshaw hammers around the outside. Side by side. 3/4 of a lap they've been that way. Under the tunnel. Stanton holds down the #1 spot for the second time today.
Boy, they switch back and forth, Bradshaw's. Here we go.
Up over the top of that finish line jump, and Bradshaw takes it back. I can't see any place on this racetrack where either one of these riders has the advantage. Bradshaw looks behind him. Was that a look of contempt to say, hey, that's the last time I'm gone? There was absolutely no place to relax on a supercross track. Here we go. Ward puts a lap rider. Oh, and Stanton bobbled. He had a lap rider, and look at this. Bradshaw quick to take advantage. Now it's the same battle for the #3 spot again. Bradshaw has moved back to the #3 position as Stanton just ran himself into a bale, and that was the break that Bradshaw needed. It was already there. I think they just touched click wheels. Bradshaw was able to hold on and keep it upright. Both Stanton and Bradshaw are big, burly young men. A lot of strength, not only in their riding style, but in holding that motorcycle upright. Unbelievable race action. Stanton is all over Bradshaw. Bradshaw will not crack. Bradshaw is all over Ward, and Ward will not crack. This is just unbelievable.
White flag lap, Larry, and somebody's got to do or die deal.
What's going to be? I'll bet you're right, last lap. If anything is going to happen, it has to happen now, and I think you're right. Someone is going to try something. Who is it going to be? Larry Ward still holds down that #2 spot with Bradshaw challenging under the tunnel. Who's it? Bradshaw comes out in front of Ward. Out of our sight, the other side of the tunnel. Ward went into that tunnel leading, but Bradshaw came out